It's like, oh, okay, this is high technology. Because in the Philippines, you don't have that high technology. So, yeah.
The kids would run like this, you know, like the ninjas.
We have bus, jeepneys, tricycle, sidecar or pedicab.
Yeah, many death metal shows in Asakusa.
Really?
Yeah.
Hello everyone! We have a lot of teachers from all over the world. We have teachers from over 30 countries. And today we have teachers from the Philippines and Indonesia. So we're going to be asking a lot of questions to them and they're going to tell us what they think about Japanese people, Japan and Japanese culture. So please subscribe our channel and let's get started. Okay, so can you introduce yourself?
Okay, so I'm Arisa Uchida. I'm half Japanese and I'm really short, so don't be fooled, okay?
So when you say you look short, how tall are you?
I'm only 150 centimeters. Really short.
How long have you been living in Japan for?
Oh, I've been living here for 7 years.
7 years?
Yes.
And how long have you been teaching at One Coin English?
Oh, I've been teaching here for 1 year.
1 year.
Yes.
So do you enjoy teaching?
Yes, I do. It's very different from the jobs that I used to do.
What did you do for a living before?
Oh, I did a lot of jobs.
Okay.
Yes. Very interesting.
Very interesting. But anyways, okay, that's very good. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Ed Yehuda. I'm from Indonesia. I have been in Japan for 5 years, I think. I moved to Tokyo 3 years ago.
Okay. So
And-
before that, where were you? Like, before moving to Tokyo?
Tohoku, Sendai.
Oh, interesting. How long have you been teaching at One Coin English for?
I've been teaching in the Shinjuku school for 2 years.
2 years.
Mm.
Do you enjoy teaching?
Yeah, I enjoy it very much. I like hearing the perspectives of normal Japanese people. So I really like chatting with Japanese people and teaching English to people who want to travel. It's really fun.
So I like to ask you guys a question. After coming to Japan, was there anything that you guys are surprised about Japan or Japanese people or Japanese culture? So can you write it down? So Arisa, what are your answers?
So this is my answer. So people in Japan are so polite and so nice, and I really like it. And everything is clean and organized because people are so disciplined, and they're very healthy. All the foods in Japan are healthy.
That's pretty interesting. So what about healthy lifestyle?
Yeah, like everything, all the food in Japan, they always incorporate vegetables. Yeah, and I learned how to eat vegetables here in Japan.
Oh, you learned how to eat vegetables here in Japan.
Because I hate vegetables, but now I kind of eat some vegetables.
Interesting.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, so it's your turn now, right? So
Yeah.
Can you
Oh,
give
yeah.
your answers?
First one is vending machines. In Japan, there's so many, right? And also the same with convenience stores. It's everywhere. You can have 7-Eleven right next to Lawson,
Yeah.
and you can have 2 7-Elevens in the same like block.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's pretty crazy. And also you sell beer, you sell alcohol in the convenience stores, and not in my country. You
Oh,
can't.
really?
Yeah, it's not allowed. But in Japan, I can buy alcohol everywhere.
Okay, so our next question is how do Filipinos or Indonesians see Japanese people or Japanese culture or Japan? So can you write your answers? Okay, so Arisa, can you tell us your answer?
In the Philippines, they think Japan is clean, and I think I agree with that because compared to, especially in Manila, it's not so clean compared to Japan. So people in the Philippines admire the cleanliness here in Japan. And yes, the technology here in Japan, especially the toilet. Yes, I'm so amazed when I used the bidet for the first time. So it's like, oh, okay, this is high technology. Because in the Philippines, you don't have that high technology.
Right.
So yeah.
So when you say you're surprised of the Japanese toilet, right? So I've heard it's very hard to find toilet paper sometimes, in a public bath.
Yeah, so you have to bring your own, and in Japan, public toilets are free. In the Philippines, you have to pay for the toilet. Yes.
Very good. Okay, your turn now.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Maybe I'll talk about this one first.
Okay.
Food, because it's also the same with Arisa's point. Yeah, Japanese food is, I think, popular worldwide. Maybe sushi, sukiyaki, or gyudon.
Right.
Actually, in Indonesia, about 5 minutes from my house by car, there's a really big Eon Mall
Oh.
where they have like a Japanese food court, and then anime, of course, also popular. I remember when I was in elementary school, everybody really liked Naruto, and every time the kids would run like this, like the ninjas. And recently, young Indonesian people like fashion items from Japan, maybe. So whenever they travel here, they always go to Harajuku or Shimokitazawa to go to some vintage shops that are popular.
Interesting. Japanese fashion. So can you tell us anything you were impressed by? By seeing Japanese people, culture, entertainment, industry, anything? Okay, so Arisa, can you tell us your answers?
Ta-da! So first one is the trains in Japan. It's really amazing because in the Philippines we don't really have much trains. So for me, easy transportation is so amazing, and especially using Suica or Pasmo cards, because you can use it anywhere, not just for trains but for convenience store.
Very good. Can you tell us about the transportation in the Philippines? Like, how do you guys move around?
We do have a lot of transportations,
Yeah.
but not trains. So
Okay.
we have bus, jeepneys,
Tricycle.
sidecar or pedicab. Yeah, but not a lot of trains.
Very good. So it's your turn now.
Oh yes.
Your answers.
Yeah. I have a special point in mind, I guess. I like music, so I think the music culture in Japan is really interesting. People are very passionate about their own type of music here. For watching live shows, I think Shinjuku is good.
Oh, really?
And Asakusa. Yeah.
Asakusa.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. Many death metal shows in Asakusa.
Really?
Yeah. Every year there's a big metal festival in live houses in Asakusa.
Really?
Yeah, from even bands from other countries like Europe, Indonesia. Yeah, everywhere they come to Asakusa.
So can you tell us anything that you guys want to learn from Japan, Japanese culture, Japan in general, or also tell us anything you guys think something that Japan needs to improve? Can you write your answers?
So pros and cons.
Yeah, basically pros and
Japan.
cons. Yes. Okay, so can you share your answers?
I think Japan needs improvement when it comes to mental health problems. I know that a lot of people don't talk about it, and not only Japan but in other countries as well. But I think Japanese people keep everything inside. They don't really share much. I think people should improve when it comes to that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very good. Okay, Ed, are you ready to
Yes.
share your answers?
Yeah.
Okay.
So some good points are punctuality. So I think that's very important in Japanese culture. People are mindful of being on time, I guess. There's actually kind of a phrase in my country that Japanese people have steel watches, steel because on time. Indonesian people have rubber watches because it's always maybe 30 minutes afterwards. So I think that's a good point.
Okay.
But some negative points are it's sometimes bureaucratic. What I mean is maybe if I want to buy a phone or something that's simple, sometimes you have to fill in so many forms.
Right.
In kanji I don't understand. So yes, I think that could be improved. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, very good. This might be a little bit difficult question, but what is Japan to you guys? Okay, so what is your answer?
Okay, so this is my answer. Japan is their culture and how much they value their own tradition. So Japanese tradition is very unique and they still appreciate it and they still do all these old traditions that they used to do, and I really like that idea. So I think Japan is unique.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, great.
Oh yeah, actually mine is also, yeah, first point is the same. So I'm a big fan of history. I like to learn about Japanese history too, and if you go to cities like Kyoto, you said places like Kamakura, yeah, you can still see some like really cool traditional places, and you can still watch, kabuki and things like that in Tokyo. That's cool. I think the way Japan preserved its traditional identity is cool.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming today. It was very nice to be able to know how Filipinos and Indonesians see Japan, Japanese people, and Japanese cultures. I enjoyed it very, very much. And what about you guys?
Yeah, we enjoyed it. It was fun.
Yep, we enjoyed it very much. Don't forget to comment your questions below the video, and
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.
See you.
Bye.
私は英会話は高いと思っていたんですけど、価格の安さに驚きワンコイングリッシュに入会しました。留学サービスでオーストラリアに行きました。そこで海外の親友ができ、将来一緒に旅をするという新しい目標ができました。間違いや失敗を恐れずに自分の意見を伝えられるようになりました。世界中に友達を作れる場所です。
Relax and enjoy! ワンコイングリッシュ